Is that better? I think I'm using my microphone webcam now instead of my headphones, but that's fine. If you can hear me, let me know in the chat. My OBS shows that I'm speaking. That's really weird. These are like very expensive headphones. Okay, well, sorry. We're just gonna start over. So, hi, welcome from Archaeology News or elsewhere on the internet. My name is Rachel. I'm an archaeologist. I put out videos about archaeology on the internet, and then after my premieres, I play Tomb Raider, and we're making our way through all the games. Hopefully we'll be able to do it for a long time because there's quite a few games, and it takes me ages to get through them. So that's all good. I've been told that the level that we're playing today is going to be a long one, so we're probably going to have to do it over more than one stream, but that's just how it is. They can't all be finished in an hour or so. And yeah, my video today was really long, so it's pushed everything back a bit. So yeah, that's really weird. It's my webcam now, my microphone, but my official microphone on my fancy headphones, it's not working, as my husband will tell me probably. It's because we have a Windows computer, and Windows is garbage. Not really much I can do about that, unfortunately. Okay, I'm glad that you guys can hear me now, since we've wasted enough time. Oh, it's because I've unplugged the headphones. Okay, that was stupid. That was my fault. 1 second. Oh, screw it. I'll just have a mic in and we'll just pretend like it works. I'm just so frazzled now. We're gonna be getting like double amounts of sound right now while I wait for this to kick in. I can't wait. My husband says he's going to build me a new computer. And it's going to be like a really nice gaming computer and all this stuff so that I can use it for editing. Because right now we kind of share a computer for that kind of stuff, and he does work on it during the day, and then I end up having to work on it at night, which is really inconvenient. There we go. Okay, I can hear them now. Right, I'm going to just stop fiddling with things, and I'm just going to get on with it. So, right. Wreck of the Doria. I haven't looked up if this is a real boat or not. My guessing is, in keeping with the rest of these games, it's probably not. Sorry, I've just opened my academic references as in a walkthrough guide to help me when I get stuck, because I am not above that. Alrighty. Whee! Oh, wait. Oh, harpoons. Oh, there's gonna be a guy with a gun that's gonna come shoot. No, I hate these guys! Okay. Come on, up, up, up. No! No, Laura, no! This is not what you're supposed to be doing! You are wasting valuable health, Laura. Hi, Samantha. Is this guy dead now? Okay. Jeez. Such an annoyance. I don't know why I pick up these harpoons, because it's not like I'm going to use them, because they're useless. Right. What's through this little corridor? See, when it said the Wreck of the Doria, I thought it meant the this was going to be like a proper shipwreck, not like industrial shipwreck. I thought this was going to be ancient shipwreck. Well, that's needed. Thank you. Feel free, if you watched Archaeology News already, to tell me what your favorite story of the month was in the comments, in the live chat. Oh no, I'm gonna die. Okay. So how am I supposed to not die? Okay. How am I supposed to do that? This is stupid. Oh, wait. Is there a way to enter this room without dying? Because it doesn't really look like it. How are you supposed to enter this without, like, breaking your legs? Oh, no. There's a diving board there. Maybe I need to be at max health. Maybe that's what I... Oh. I have to be at max health. Okay, well, that's why that metapack was there. I suppose that will just... I'm not going to try Tricky Remover. That is not some maneuver. That is not something that I firmly consider to be in my wheelhouse. I'm not lying to you guys. Okay, I'm gonna get to get that. Just gonna. Okay, there's a lever for a trapdoor somewhere. Ugh. That was there. Presume I can't go under these. Oh, there's a secret. Secret. Okay, maybe I'll be able to just get that. What's over here? This doesn't look like a ship, guys. This looks like some kind of like sketchy spa. Like, yeah, it looks like some kind of, I don't know, sketchy gym. Weird. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna lie, the original graphics like literally make my head hurt. How do I get the secret? Can't crouch yet, can we? Okay, well, I guess I'll just... Huh? Med pack. These guys drop anything useful? Yes, thank you very much. Oh, 2? Well, this guy drop anything useful? Yes, excellent. what's this? Mmm. What's this up here? Dum 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 da dum dum dum. Ah! Oh, don't mind if I do. What's that sound? Is that more bad guys? Can't see through this door. Did this guy just like magically... Where did he come from? I like the M16. So we will shoot him with that. Ah! If he doesn't shoot me first. Haha. Alright, well I got a secret, so doing pretty well for me. Oh, you know what I gotta do? Save. Nobody's reminded me to save yet. Come on, guys. That's what you're here to do. That's your job. That's the social contract that we have here, is that I play the game badly, and you remind me to save. We all laugh and have a good time at the end of the day. Is there anything back here? Doesn't really look like it, but I can move this. Okay. Don't forget to like. Yes, exactly. All these things. Please remember to do all of these things. Help me out here. Oh, wait. I'm gonna have to move this guy again, aren't I? You're gonna have to go this way. I can't believe there's 18 people here. That's a lot for me. Hello. Hope you're all having a nice day. Ooh. All right. Well, I bet you there's something else behind this other one. So we're going to pull them all out. See what we can do. It'll be tedious. Will it be worth it? Arguable. Oh, yes, okay. I'm trying to push it the wrong way. Will this be a secret? be some guy to shoot me, which I'll be really annoyed about. Oh. Worth it, maybe not. Essential, yes. Okay. Well. Is there going to be somebody who's going to come out and shoot me right away? I really hate when they do that. Oh, this is a fancy-ass ship? Is it like our cruise ship or something? Kind of what it looks like. Cruise ships. Such a complicated history with them now that after I did a year of, 2 weeks of cruise shipping, doing talks on a cruise, but while 4 months pregnant and not able to take seasick meds, it was not my favorite. I will say that. We also spent a lot of time at sea, like a lot. Which gets a bit boring after a while. Ah! I hear the footsteps of somebody who's about to shoot me. Or attempt to shoot me if I don't shoot them first. Huh? I'm going to have to do shotgun for this one. Good thing I have 24. Ah! If it was me in Lara's shoes, I would be like, this wasn't on the health and safety briefing. Who cares about job descriptions? Health and safety, the morning briefing is what matters. Okay, I've killed 2 of them, so let's save. Does archaeology require you to drag and push several ton walls? No, I've never tried that. I've broken rocks with a sledgehammer. That's probably the closest I've ever come. That was fun. Not gonna lie. It was on a cruise ship. It was on like a smaller. It was like a cruise line called Fred Olsen. They're like a British Norwegian. The guy that runs them, like, they're very much catered to a retired British audience, but they have pretty good, like, reviews and stuff. I mean, the food was good, the people were really nice, like, the ship was comfortable. You know, we had a pretty decent, like, the last time I was on a cruise ship, I was like 12, and I had like an internal room and yada yada yada. What do I need back here with all this glass? So it was good, but yeah, it ended up being a much longer journey. It was a different route than we anticipated because we were originally supposed to go Dubai to Cyprus, but because of everything happening in that area of the world, it got rerouted around Africa, and we ended up going from Cape Town to Southampton, which wasn't the cruise that we initially wanted to go on, and it ended up putting us at sea for a lot longer than we ever intended. So my husband, who'd never been on a cruise before, was a bit like going stir crazy after a few days at sea. Yeah, I think like cruises are fun, but the thing about it is that I had forgotten or like not remembered from being a kid was that was that whole bit where like you don't really get a lot of time to see places. Like it's very much like they're in there for a day, they don't often stay overnight, and then you leave. And like if you're going somewhere, or if you want to see something, you only have a certain amount of hours to do it. And also, if you don't do it through the cruise aligned tour company, then you get back late. Then they just give your passport to the people, and you have to figure out your own way home. So that can be really inconvenient. Yes, okay, I knew this was a... Aha. So yeah, the people... Oh, so this is upside down, right? But it... Okay. Is there not really anything up here to do? I guess not. Oh, a key item is in the pit. Thanks, John. High polluted archive. Oh, there's something else up here. Ooh, there's a key. All right, so I have to make it around. Okay, I'm gonna go get that first since I'm already up here. I have a feeling of how I'm going to do this. Let's see if I'm correct. Oh, yeah. It's a good thing I saved because that was dumb. The Marianas Trench. I do not want to go in there. Nope, nope, nope. After all those rich people died in that sub going down to see the Titanic. No, thank you very much. I'm good without. I mean, I'm not, like, diving has never been something I've been really interested in doing. Like, I don't mind being underwater, but that far underwater, like, I actually kind of, when I go swimming and stuff, I get a bit of, like, I think of it as, like, aqua agoraphobia. Like, I don't like when I can't see the bottom. So, I feel like I also wouldn't like it when I literally can't see anything because it's so dark in there. Atlantis, yeah. Aha. Sometimes I don't completely suck at this game. Oh man, I met someone socially once who worked for a company that does stuff for the, like, people that do, like, the crazy deep sea diving on oil rigs and stuff. And she told us about this documentary / film about this, like, deep sea diver. Like, they're the people that go down with, like, they spend, like, a week acclimatizing in a pressurized tank, and then they go down and they're, like, on the bottom of the North Sea floor with, like, an umbilical cord, and they're doing all this stuff. Okay, that's not how that's done. And there's a story of this guy who I can't remember exactly what happened to him, but his cord wasn't cut, but something happened to him and he basically passed out and they thought he was dead, but he ended up being rescued. And he lived, even though, like, theoretically he kind of shouldn't have. And they think it was because, like, the environment down there is so... I don't know, it's like, because you're cold, it basically, like, froze him so that he couldn't die. I don't really understand how it worked, to be perfectly honest. But it was a really, really interesting documentary. I will see if I can find the name of it at some point. Okay, if I let this... Aha.
Aha.
I'm gonna just look it up in a second now that I've gotten this key. Would you look Indian archaeology? I've done some stuff in Indian archaeology. I interviewed Disha Ahluwalia, who's an Indian archaeologist, very active online. She's great. And I do occasionally feature Indian discoveries when they pop up in the news sources that I check for archaeology. I actually have a friend who just went over and did some archaeological work in India for the company that I first worked for over here. I can't remember exactly what it was for, but it was pretty cool. Like he really enjoyed it. So yeah, I mean, if I had the opportunity to go over to India and dig on some Indian sites, that would be cool. Something I always am happy to learn about archaeology in other places. Yeah, environments that are actively hostile to human life. That's why I'm not as keen as everyone else to go to Australia. That and the fact that it would be like a hellish flight over there. My friends recently went to Australia, and she was saying how like it doesn't matter even if you're in first class. When you get there, everyone is just like smelly and exhausted because the flights are so long. Chris Lemons, North Sea incident, deep sea diver, survived 35 minutes without oxygen at a depth of 300 feet. He only had 6 minutes of oxygen. His tether and oxygen supply were severed due to a ship malfunction, leaving him stranded and isolated. He managed to survive. So he made it back to his like umbilical cord. The documentary is called Last Breath. Really interesting, and he lives, so it's a good ending. Can recommend. Week. I also saw something once about some people opening tombs that hadn't been like opened in a really long time and lighting a fire from like all this and like how it being really dangerous because of like the chemicals and stuff, and how like looters don't check for those things and they can really easily die, which something I've never had to deal with in the tombs that I've excavated, because I've not really ever excavated a tomb. I've that's ominous sounding music. I suppose I did a week at Nebo, but I've never been in like a sealed tomb, so it's not something I've ever had to really think about. But yeah, gases that have been sealed in for thousands of years can seriously screw you up if you're not careful. Okay, so I need to open a door here. 1 second, I'm just gonna check my reference sheet. Does not look like what is being described in my thing. Keyhole to the right of the door. Okay. Where's this keyhole? Try the other one. Is there a keyhole here? No. Yeah, I can imagine the plane ride really sucks. Where's this keyhole? To the right. There's nothing here. Oh, there it is. Circuit breaker. This guy? No. Oh. Is this what the circuit breaker is for? Oh my gosh, Laura. Oh, drat. Let's go for the M16 again. No useful goodies for me to pick up. How rude. Once again, save. Da, 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 da. Okay. Save. I don't want to do that again. I wish this game just auto-saved. This game really makes me appreciate autosave. I feel like I probably say that every time, but that's not going to be working for a circuit breaker, is it? Can I open this? No. I can't open this either.
No.
No. Try this other wheel. No, this doesn't work either. Ha ha. This is a very strange container ship, if I may say. I'm gonna need to pull this over so that I can get that switch. Fun. It's the life of an adventurer, pushing and pulling blocks everywhere. How Egyptian. My last video has garnered so many comments from people who just want to believe in stuff that we have absolutely no evidence for, and I was having a really good argument with somebody in the comments about it who was like whatabouting me all the time, and I kept on being like, well, answering his questions, and he was like, but this isn't good enough, but there's no engineering plans. And at the end of it, because I said, right, this is the last time I'm responding to you, because I only have like a limited amount of time and tolerance for these kinds of like comments and answering this. Like, I have other things to do with my day, and I kind of only do it every once in a while. And he was like, oh, this is how you win an argument. I was like, I don't really like think that you've won. Saying that you won doesn't mean that you have won an argument. I think that's up to the audience and the people reading the comments. I don't know. It's just funny. Some people just, yeah. One of the things he was talking about, which with then doing some research on, which I learned some stuff that I didn't know before, was his commenting about the graffiti in the Great Pyramid, and because that is one of the reasons that we know and attribute it to Pharaoh Khufu, or King Khufu. He was like, oh, well, it's not secure. There's not like it was discovered by adventurers and it was probably forged. And I was like, he was like, oh, well, how do we know that wasn't added later? And it's like, well, because when they found it for the first time in 1837, they had to get into the relieving chambers by using dynamite. Meaning that they hadn't been opened since the structure was built. So the only way there's graffiti got on there was at the time that the structure was being built. And then he tried to say that the person who got in there via dynamite probably just like forged the names, and his assistant even accused him of that. Had no reference for it. But when I looked into it, the person that found it couldn't even write in hieroglyphics. He had this assistant, I don't know if it's the same one, copy them, and then he sent them to the British Museum to one of the very few people who could actually translate hieroglyphics. So he was somehow supposed to have forged Khufu's name, despite the fact that he couldn't read or write that language. Also, there's multiple instances of Khufu's name at that site. Please don't let this be a timed door. Oh, I can get through this way. And it uses the graffiti. There's like several instances of his name, and it uses different versions of his name because Egyptian kings had roughly 5 regnal names, and this one uses different ones. So is this the same room that I just? Okay, this is the room that I just came out of, and this is the room that I just went in. So now I have a bronze key. Okay, so I can get into the keyhole. And stuff like that. And he was like, oh, okay, well, maybe you're right about that one. Blah, 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 blah. And then later on said, oh, you haven't unproven any of my stuff. It's like, I mean, I definitely have. It just shows that it's, like, useless to argue with these people sometimes. Like, it doesn't matter what you say. It's never good enough. Doesn't matter how much proof you have, and they don't seem to understand that the absence of evidence is not evidence of something else. Like, the fact that we don't have engineering plans doesn't mean that the pyramids weren't built by Egyptians. It means that they didn't leave their plans behind, or any plans that they have left behind either haven't been found or didn't survive the following 4,000 years. And which is more likely or they wasn't important enough for them to like write down and preserve like in papyrus and then bury it. Maybe it was like reused. I don't know. Anyway, that's my rant for today. The pyramids were built by Egyptians. There is lots of evidence to that effect. Oh, I know how this is. Okay, so this is, I'm going to have to put this one here so that I have somewhere to pull the other one to. So yeah, thanks for listening to my rant today about that. If you have questions, you can ask them further in the chat. Really a lot of pulling blocks in this one, jeez. Oh, now I'm gonna have to push it. No, don't do that, Lara. No. Okay, but how do I do the rest of this? In a logical world, I would be able to pull the other block over. Okay. Oh, I have to push that block. Forget that I can do that. I just kind of assumed I would have to pull it and not push it. Silly me. Oh, there's definitely going to be bad guys spawning here to come shoot me. Oh, those things are going to go past, are going to try and run me over. Oh, and we have these as well. That's fun. Breakaway tiles, love it. And then ooh, another boat. And then what do we have here? Okay. Right, well, save, and then let's figure out how we do this. Oh, okay, so that's not how that works. Right, so glad. Switch this gun because I am running out of bullets. Go for the Uzis. Unless this guy is so kind to have dropped some? No. So rude. Is there anything under this boat? Is there anything down here? There's a switch. No, there's a door. Right, so let's just check the reference collection to see if I have to go through the door. Oh my god, this level is so long. Jesus. Right. Okay, oh, there's a lever here. Apparently I missed a secret though. Vote in the comments if I should go back for the secret. Let me know if you want me to go back and do it. So first I'm going to see if I can open this wee door over here. No. Now, of course it's timed. Why wouldn't it be timed? That would be useful. Well, I'm definitely not going to get that on the first try. Jeez. Okay, Jean, if you say so, I will get the secret. Okay, well that door isn't too bad for timing. No. At least now I can test how I'm going to be doing it further when I have the timed lever. Pull the lever, Kronk. Wrong lever. Oh, that didn't do anything. Okay. Another secret.
Aha.
Ahoo. Okay. Save. Don't want to have to die and redo all of this. Oh wait, is that the right door? No, it's definitely not the right door, Lara. Ugh! Wrong door, right lever. Alright, we'll try this again. definitely could have gotten that if I'd gone to the right door. Push me out, don't push me out, don't push me out. Yes, I did it. You stream often. Right now I'm doing it once a week. So, yes. I do either Sundays after a premiere or the alternating Monday. I don't know what that lever did, but... Glad I didn't. Okay. Is that even... Oh, I do have to go up there. How do I get up there then? I've done all of this. Okay, I've just read how I should do this properly, so... Oh, can I do that? All right, well, we'll try that first. Thanks, John. That was way easier than what my guide tried to tell me to do. Much better. Hey, Devlavi, welcome. Sorry I didn't see that before. Good to have you here, as per usual. Well, good to have everybody here, really. Oh, ouch. Okay. Use that. Oh my gosh, Laura. Surprised it didn't fall down there. Oh my god. I heard some goon doing heavy breathing, so... Where's the other one? Is he literally just underneath me? Okay. He's literally just following underneath me. Ugh, so I can't, like, shoot him. Helpful. I just want to shoot him from far away. I don't want to have to go down to his level to do it. Okay. Right. What is this? Do you need a key? No. Oh, I see why I needed to do. Oh, I didn't save, did I? No. That was dumb. Save. I can only do this for 10 more minutes, guys, because then I need to kind of spend some time chilling out before Monday starts. And also, I need my nightly brownie. It's like the one thing that I craved when I was pregnant is I had like towards the end, I had a brownie every night with milk. It was very strange. And now that I'm not pregnant anymore, somehow I'm still wanting to have it all the time. Or like a sweet thing with, oh, actually, I think we ran out of brownies because we basically do, when we go to Costco, I buy 2-bite brownies, which are like a Canadian brand. And they're so good, but I ate the last ones last night. I am now remembering. Looking easy for you. It's not. I am using resources beyond just my brain. No! Laura, don't do that. Oh. Why would she do that? Like, so rude. Jump jumping backwards when I don't tell her to do that.
Aha.
Push the button. Where is the button? There it is. The next level, I don't know what it is, but we're not going to get to it before the end of today, that's for sure. Oh, there's a bunch of gross broken glass down here just waiting to kill me. That's fun. That's done, but okay. Now where am I supposed to go? Oh, right. There is a thing to pick up at the other end there. Da, 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 da.
Aha.
No. Oh. Okay, not quite sure how to do this without dying. Forced damage. Okay, I'll make sure my health is at 100. Ouch. Oh, that wasn't as much damage as I was expecting. And also with you. You know, anywhere else she'd be sliding down this. Just saying. What's that done? Oh. Okay. Oh, I also have a special treat to show you guys right at the end here. Just give me a second. Okay. Something is telling me I have to go for the third circuit breaker. So, how do I get to it? Hello? Okay, once I get this third circuit breaker, we're going to finish off and I'll show you my little surprise. Reclose the double doors. Oh, okay. So I have to unpress this button. And then I can go back and get it. Right. Thanks for that. Doop doop dee doo. You're mine. I feel like I'm doing really well here, guys. I don't want to jinx it too much. But yeah, I think we're gonna leave it there because it's 9:30 here in the UK, and yeah, I'd like to spend a little bit of time with my husband before he has to go back to work on Monday. But before he does, one moment. So, if you follow me on Instagram, this probably won't be a surprise. But a few years ago, for my birthday, I sent my husband the Lego Great Pyramid thing and was like, I want this for my birthday. And he's so lovely. He got it for me. And I turned it into a YouTube video where I built the Lego set, but then I did like a voiceover talking about the building of the actual Great Pyramid and everything that we know about it, blah, 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 blah. And I just really like that video and I really enjoyed doing it. I like Lego, as any adult millennial probably does these days. So I was in Costco 2 weeks ago buying my brownies, and I came across this set, and I asked Instagram if they'd be interested in a build video again, talk about it as we build it, and they said yes. So the internet made me buy it. I went back to Costco and I bought the Trevi Fountain Lego set. Dun, 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 dun. The famous place in Rome where everyone does all of the photos. I have actually been here in real life. I think it was at Costco because the box is a bit crappy, so maybe it like fell off the back of the truck or something. I don't know. It was cheaper than it is online. It was like 90 pounds, and online I think it's like 120 or like 150 pounds or something. Maybe it has missing pieces. I don't know. But yes, I bought this, and at some point in my schedule when I have free time, I will build it, film myself building it, and then craft it all together with a voiceover talking about the building of the Trevi Fountain, which is above the site of a aqueduct leading into Rome. It has a very interesting history. So yeah, this will be coming at some point, hopefully this summer. I don't know. I'd really like to start building it soon, but I mean, I suppose I could do that, and I just have to set up cameras to film it. I don't have to do it on live stream. I have done a build on live stream before of an Indiana Jones set, but that was a really small one. This is 1,800 pieces, which is like 400 more than the Great Pyramid did, and that took me like a few days. So, I mean, doing it in increments, and now that I have a 7-month-old baby, it'll probably take even longer. So, yeah, that's something that's upcoming for the channel. I also have, about 1,800 pieces. So I think it's too much to ask for a live stream. We're going to stick to the gaming, and this I'll do independently, and then I'll put it together in a video, and then I can show it off on the live stream. maybe if I, one day, this is my husband's office, so it has all this stuff. Maybe I'll put it in one of the Kallaxes behind me, depending on how wide it is. I don't know what the dimensions are. Looking forward to watching the build. Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, though. I think it's going to be good. Maybe I'll do 1 or 2 sessions of building it while I'm on the live stream, but I don't know. We'll see. If that's something you're interested in, let me know in the chat. Other things that are coming up, I have an interview with a Mesoamerican Mayanist archaeologist coming up this month. Archaeology news will obviously be continuing onwards. I have an evolution of the Egyptian pyramids video I've been working on for ages. And I just keep on coming up with lots of ideas for lots of videos. So I'm coming towards the end of my maternity leave, and I'm hoping, you know, if people continue to like, share, subscribe, and help me get all that good AdSense money, I'm hoping I'm actually going to be able to go part-time at my work so that I can actually spend time each week working just on YouTube. Because right now I'm doing it in all my evenings. And that's just not sustainable for the long term. Like, I want to do other things with my evenings. So yes, please like, share, subscribe, help me to grow the channel so that I can have this as a consistent enough income that I can officially do work on it. And keep growing the channel and just, yeah, onwards and upwards. It would be really, really great. Indiana Jones. I do have an Indiana Jones Lego figure from one of my other sets. So we'll have to see what I can do. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming along, guys. It's been lovely having you. I hope you all have a great rest of your Sunday. And I will see you on the next stream or the next premiere, etc. Next one will be next Monday. Not Sunday, Monday. So, yeah. Have a good weekend. It was lovely to see you all. Thanks for watching. Bye.